Amy, you actually had the pleasure of meeting Alex Hormozi recently. So
Yes.
shall we dive into that story?
Okay, yes. But first,
Oh yeah.
yeah, something even cooler happened to you. Now it just sounds like a circle jerk. So Hormozi noticed you recently. Tell us about that story.
So I was dressed up as Alex Hormozi, of course, for Halloween. But this was on October 30th, not 31st. So this was like the pre-Halloween to the Halloween. So, I mean, some people were out for Halloween parties and stuff, but it was a bit early. So dressed up as Hormozi, me, you, and our other friend Megan went to this like Asian founders, entrepreneurs, creators event, right? Or Halloween party. And then we decided to like take photos, and I took a bunch of photos, me dressed as Hormozi. And then our friend actually DM'd him this like TikTok we recorded and was like, my friend dressed up as you for Halloween. And then Hormozi responded being like, oh, sick, that's crazy. You should like have him post it. I'll repost it. So then I did, and he put it on his story. So that was a crazy experience to see, like, he looked at my face for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, no, it was wild because that all happened on the Uber back in the event. And then you being in your Brian Johnson era, well, probably for the rest of your life,
Indeed.
But you were wearing your red light glasses, and you took off your red light glasses for Hormozi to post and then tag him.
That's the only person I would take my red light glasses off
for sure. And then
not even my own partner.
Oh man.
But for Hormozi.
And then we were all giggling like little girls, like, oh my gosh, like, in the car. So that was really fun. Core memory.
Indeed.
Oh my gosh.
And so when he reposted on his story, he actually wrote like a note, which is like, you guys are too funny. And later the next day, I don't know if you saw this, but there was like 10 other people who did it. And he reposted all of those, but there was no notes. So I think I was the first one who did it the night before.
Oh, that's good. We did it October 30th.
Indeed.
And so first lesson, because we can find a lesson from anything, is YOLO. Because Megan's so bold. I love her, how like bold she is with everything. And she DM'd Hormozi and then wrote a note, not even expecting anything. But then this is what happens when you just take your shot. Funny enough, we also were tempted to send a voice message, but we didn't go as far as that because that'd be a little bit too parasocial.
Well, you miss all the shots you don't take.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yes, for sure.
Also, we had the first mover advantage of being on Thursday.
Ooh, okay. So many lessons from this one
so many business concepts.
Exactly.
How meta.
Business is life, though.
Exactly. Actually, to be honest, I was actually thinking, what if I post this and then he sees something? Before. I was like, do you ever have that feeling when you're like, what if, but that actually happens?
Yeah. But I try not to depend too much on it, because then it would influence the way I actually perform on camera or do something, you know? That's why before my wedding, I made sure to delete Instagram for, I think, 2 months straight, because I didn't want it to subconsciously affect my actions in real life.
I want to hear the true story here. Amy, tell me the story of how you met Alex Hormozi.
Okay, sure. So I actually didn't meet him personally. So for context, I did the affiliate program for the $100 Money Models launch. I was in the top 50, and I got to go to Vegas for a whole day workshop with Alex Hormozi. It was really exciting because I think he is the only influencer / creator that I'm just so like, I just look up to a lot, you know? And so at this full day event, it was full of fireside chats with the top 10 affiliates who asked whatever questions they wanted, describing their business, asking general questions that their own audience gave them. Then had an open Q&A, and I got books signed. So yeah, speaking of which, I don't know if you want to.
There we go. Amy was kind enough to bring back this acquisition.com notebook, Alex Hormozi's company, signed with a signature. Ooh. The funny part is it says Amy.
Yeah, no, I didn't register quickly enough that he would just write everyone's name on it, because I had my name tag on, so he wrote Amy. But anyway, it's close to a name anyway.
It is really cool, and I will. I'm trying to decide, like, do I want to write in it or just like keep it pristine? You know?
Yeah.
I feel like writing in it because I'm a big believer in, like, you want to use nice things. You know, like, if you have this, like, the point is to like fill it with business knowledge, you know, not just to keep it like by itself.
I feel like this whole video is just sponsored by acquisition.com. Like, literally. It could be. We're just like promoting it. But anyway,
no, for real.
Side note, it was funny that no one could take pictures with him the whole day, which I was sad about. I wanted a picture with him. But one person snuck a selfie, and then security took him off to the side and was like, delete this photo right now. And then he was forced to go in and then permanently delete it.
So when you told me about that, I was thinking, did they like go into his camera roll, go into recently deleted, and make him delete off of that too?
Yeah, I didn't ask that far, but when I asked the guy, he told me that's what happened, that they just made him delete it in front of security.
Yeah, I would just like text it to someone or something. So
Yeah. No, I was
some record. Yeah, right.
It was so sneaky. We're like exposing ourselves, but I was thinking, I would screenshot it and then delete the screenshot. Yeah.
Do you think they would like make you look in your camera roll to see if it's still there?
Oh, true. Better to send it to someone.
Yeah.
You're smarter.
Or like signal it or like Instagram DM it so then it's not obvious.
Yeah.
But okay, so you went to this event, right? Did you explain like how did you actually end up with it? It was the top 50, right? Affiliates for the $100 million money models. What was your strategy to get in the top 50 affiliates and why did you decide to do that?
Yeah, I was really surprised, honestly, when he came out with the affiliate program. The first thing I thought was, oh my gosh, he's an insane marketer, because I was just shocked by all of the great techniques he used in the entire launch, just like studying it all. And so I was like, I have a decent following. Let me just try and see what happens in this affiliate program. I think if you get just one affiliate, you get a link to the workshop video. So I was like, okay, either way, I think it's worth it. I sent it to my newsletter and I got like 300 signups within 4 days. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Whoa.
I'm leading on the leaderboard now. Let me actually try so I can go and meet Hormozi.
Yeah.
So I posted it in, I believe, 3 more newsletters and a community post. I really expected to be top 10 because I was really growing the numbers on the leaderboard. But then in the last week, some people, they just swooped in and went into like thousands of conversions. And I was at like 700 and I was like, okay, I'm going to give up now. I definitely cannot beat them. I was also surprised because my audience is primarily students. But I suppose that because it's a free event, it's easier to convince them by, just to sign up for the live event.
So you had 300 signups from the first email?
Yeah.
How many people were on the email list?
50,000.
50,000.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a lot for like one email.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't have expected 300 signups from one email. Low-key, that's really good.
Yeah, it was across a week, but yeah, I think because I said free in the
Free.
People are pretty compelled by that. Yeah.
I wonder if the top affiliates, they probably just treated it like it was a business thing. Like they maybe ran ads towards this event.
Oh my gosh.
Or something.
Yeah, so one of the top affiliates actually sent out over 1 million emails, and he did cold calls to win the affiliate thing.
He sent out over 1 million emails?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Holy shit. Well, I guess it checks out. Maybe he has like 100,000 people on an email list and he sent 10 emails.
Yeah. Either way, man.
But over 1 million emails sounds impressive. Was he on stage and Alex was like, good job, you did more?
Yeah, exactly. He actually called it out.
Oh.
Yeah, he also called out the other person who was the best revenue converter, because there's another stat for the affiliate program where it also tracks the number of people who bought his book as a result of your link.
Oh, interesting. It was the book, not like the playbooks?
Yeah, the book.
The book. Interesting. So what was different between the #1 revenue converter versus just like the #1 sign up person?
There was no difference in terms of how Alex treated them. It was just something he called out as.
But like, was there like a lesson? Like this person had a certain like business focused audience, or this person took a different approach to achieve that goal?
I'm not sure, honestly, but pretty much all the top 10 were. They had their own business, and actually most of them had an audience on YouTube. So. Oh,
interesting. Most of them had a YouTube audience.
Yeah. A bunch of them they went up. Yeah, a bunch of them they went up on stage, and they were like, "All right, asking a question for my community now," and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Did you recognize anybody there? Did you know anybody? Okay.
No, I was the only Asian female there.
Whoa.
And probably the youngest person there too.
The youngest person?
Yeah, well,
that's pretty surprising.
I couldn't tell because the guys, like, a lot of them have beards, so they look older. They could be like you and just like, 24 with a beard, so I don't know.
Actually, okay, I have a question. Did most of them have like beard with like fade kind of style?
There were a lot of white old males, I'd say.
White old males?
Yeah.
Like old meaning like 30s, 40s, or like 60s?
40s.
40s. That's shocking. I would have thought Alex Hormozi's audience is like 20s.
No, there are a lot of older people.
Older people there.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. That's so interesting.
Yeah. Not many women as expected.
Yeah. Well, what was the gendered ratio? Like what percent?
Ooh, maybe like either 80-20 or like 85-15. Something like that.
I'm not surprised about that because I
Yeah.
feel like Hormozi has more of like a bro audience.
Yeah.
You know?
And then according to his principle of you attract who you are.
Yeah.
So males attract males. And then he said if Layla held the event, then there would be more females.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Also, like I'm sure like the guys, they all had beards and they were jacked probably. A lot of the guys. Were they not?
I mean, I didn't go there and like evaluate every person's body type. So I can't really...
like what I would do.
Yeah, no, listen, I can't, I don't remember.
Yeah, for context, I went to an event last weekend in Arizona and almost all the guys there had like a trimmed beard and like a fade and they were all jacked.
Oh my gosh.
So
wow.
I think it's just like a very similar style. Like also like all of their partners, like girlfriends / wives, kind of gave like a Layla Hormozi vibe.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think it's just like a certain kind of like type. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, that makes sense. I mean, also, as we've seen, the more jacked you are as a guy, the more authority you have. And so it really affects the marketing and the credibility you have. Because Hormozi, during his talks, was also saying like, oh, if you're an attractive woman, definitely do sales because you're going to get much higher conversions. So,
really?
Yeah. So
wow.
So visuals really do matter.
I also think it's like the pillars of like self-improvement. I feel like when guys or like just people in general, like even like girls, right? They just anybody. It's like, okay, they figure out their like career / like economic engine. The next big thing to figure out is fitness. If you're trying to leave the 9-to-5 and build a business, this book has to be on your desk. $100 Million Money Models by Alex Hormozi. The whole $100 million series genuinely changed the game for me. It helped me nail offer structure, pricing and packaging, and how to pick models that actually scale, not just sound good on paper. I credit this series to helping me build $1 million business in my 20s after leaving my corporate job. Now here's the fun part. I bought 200 copies to give away to listeners who want to start or level up their business. Here's how to get yours. You need to leave a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. An honest review, you can say whatever you want, screenshot it, and just email the screenshot to reviews@manazir.org. We'll then send you a link to claim a free copy. We cover the cost of the book, you just cover shipping. That's it. If you want the ultimate resource to get serious about your offer and revenue model, this is it. So just leave a review, screenshot it, and email us. There are only 200 copies available, so do this as fast as possible.